Hi Aquarius, I'm so happy to meet you in this space. Before we get into it, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. When I was meditating on the energy, this isn't necessarily for everybody. I was getting something about someone in the past being in a car accident and understanding like why that happened, or just like the alignment of the stars and what has led to what. I don't know if somebody went through like something where they were in a big car accident or something like that, but I was picking up on somebody's energy as I was meditating. It's like, maybe this can be figurative, maybe something happening and then you kind of like pondering life in a meta sense and like looking up at the stars and understanding like why divine unfolding happens the way that it does, and coming to a place where we're feeling accepting of where we are and how the unfolding happens, and also moving into a place, okay, I guess we're channeling now, moving into a place where we feel where we feel accepting. And also, okay, so I want to explain this. When I have this book, okay, I have a few different books that I've been reading recently, and some of them do contain stuff about like soul contracts, whatnot like that. I think that the beauty of seeing life as like a divine unfolding and kind of like these things that we signed up to go through, it helps shift our perspective out of a mentality where we feel like life is happening to us. Part of ascending, okay, part of like getting in touch with your throat chakra and your heart chakra and your third eye and your crown chakra, it's about understanding that we are just observers in this universe, and that things that happen, the less tightly we hold on to things and needing outcomes to go in a certain direction, the more peaceful and the more peace like we can invite into our lives. And also understanding that anything that is meant to work out is going to work out, and anything that is not meant to work out is not going to work out, no matter how tightly or loosely you hold on to something. That's just universal law. So maybe we're moving into a place where we're becoming more accepting. Maybe grounding techniques. I'm giggling because I was pondering my grounding techniques, things I like to do when I want to de-stress. I like to watch videos of baby elephants taking baths. Yeah, that's something that I do. Also, those I guess we're like revealing it all over here. Also, those videos of like miniature cooking. I don't know what it is about them, but I get a thrill from watching those videos. I've always liked miniature things. I feel like it's all that Pluto that I have in my chart. Like liking to look down on things and understanding how they work, breaking things apart, bringing them together. I hope that everybody's doing well. I'm very happy to meet you here. For anybody new, we channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. I'm seeing a new beginning that we're stepping into, okay? So we're starting off with the Ace of Pentacles here, which is about, I'm hearing, a brand new start. So it's reflective to the Fool card in that way, about like a new chapter, okay? In a sense. The Fool card is about like really going through it and then starting something. This is more so about something that you've been hoping to see, something you've been hoping to manifest, like getting a new opportunity for something. I'm seeing us like walking through these gates over here, this garden, and like looking over this mountain landscape. I'm hearing mountainous. There might be an invitation that some of us are getting. I'm seeing there being a big balancing out, and I'm getting like this this sense of renewed energy, okay? We may have been feeling a sense of confusion over how something was going to pan out. Also, how our manifestations were going to pan out. How they were going to come to fruition. But I'm getting that something is balancing out now. And I'm seeing like clarity that's coming. Because it's like you may not have known maybe which goal was going to manifest. Or how maturely it was going to manifest. Maturely it was going to manifest. But I'm seeing like something finally comes to fruition that you had been working for, and it's like the epitome of what you wanted to see, okay? I'm hearing grand stand with the King of Wands over here, and now I'm looking at the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing us getting something moving here. I wonder what all this masculine energy is about. Maybe we're communicating something to somebody else that we see as an equal to us, I'm getting, okay? I'm seeing something going on with work. We could be, I'm hearing conferring. We can be communicating with somebody that we work with, maybe about a harmony, maybe something we're trying to harmonize in general, maybe the way that we're perceived at our job. But I'm almost getting this, like, these two characters having a conversation here. And it's about expressing yourself, and it's also about, I'm hearing the job that you're doing, and I'm seeing like a harmony that you're working for, maybe with this person, maybe because you guys had been, I'm hearing the word estranged. Interesting, Aquarius. Estranged. I'm also hearing something about a rivalry. I don't know, maybe there's somebody in your friend group, or somebody that works in like a similar arena to you, somebody that you want to come together with, somebody you want to harmonize with after there being like some sense of like discord with this person. But I'm seeing the guides kind of like pulling something together here, where there had been past conflict, okay? Maybe some form of communication hadn't gone well in the past, and maybe now things are going to play out differently. I'm seeing a lesson that we've learned. Maybe about the way that we want to express ourselves. I'm looking at Mercury over here. It's like you could have expressed yourself in a way before where the outcome had been somebody being, I'm getting the word combative, okay? And maybe there was a lesson that we needed to learn about how to approach things. I'm hearing delicately, okay? I'm hearing what is just the truth, okay? I'm seeing something now coming together that we'd been hoping for. I'm looking at a new opportunity that presents itself, okay? Maybe we're joining forces with somebody. I'm seeing you guys finally looking eye to eye, seeing eye to eye. With whatever opportunity this is, I'm seeing somebody could be feeling some anxiety. One of the parties, maybe both, could be feeling some anxiety about this offer. Maybe feeling like there's a lot of like responsibility weighing on them to get this thing done. I'm hearing something about taking a chance here. Yeah. It's like you may be feeling caught up in your head about making this offer, maybe stressed out about the sense of responsibility, maybe about wanting to deliver this thing in a right way. But I'm seeing it ending up going in a way where I'm hearing both parties feel very satisfied with the outcome, okay? And this is all about coming together with whoever this individual is, okay? And like when I see the Two of Cups together and I see the Ace of Wands, it's about the Ace of Wands is all about it's all about an opportunity for growth, something that like it's like when you have a plant and you watch it grow, it's like something that a lot of opportunities can emerge from, a direction you can go in. It's like a very big sense of being prolific and movement, growth, change, all of that sort of thing. Something that has like endless possibilities in a sense, okay? And I'm looking at the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups can mean bringing two aspects of yourself together, like the yin and the yang. It can be about balancing something out. It can mean it can mean feeling a very strong soul connection with somebody. I'm hearing something about synastry here, okay? So maybe something going on in your chart with this person, in each other's charts. Synastry is when you take one person's chart and another person's chart and you kind of like lay them on top of each other and see what those contacts do in relation to each other. You kind of see like naturally how people would okay, I'm getting that we're supposed to expand on this. You compare, you see how the planets and houses and all of that have contacts with each other, the aspects, okay, and naturally, like what kind of interaction that would encourage, okay. So regarding synastry, regarding soulmates, twin flames, all of that stuff, we can look at somebody's synastry and with our chart, okay, our chart and another person's chart, and this is very, very important to note. Sometimes we come into contact with people and we feel such a strong pull with this person. Like you can have a chart that lines up with all of the like ideal things with somebody if you know what you're looking for, if you have the chart analyzed, whatever. However, the individual always, each individual always makes up ultimately like the way that you should be judging something. So it's like if you have this like aspect with somebody, that means that like you guys are supposed to be together forever, whatever. I don't really believe in it being like just on one plane like that. There are a lot of different things that go into it, which is kind of the point of this. It's about somebody's behavior. We have free will. Somebody can have a really tumultuous chart, okay, and they can make the best of that and come out in a way that like nobody even expected. You can have a synastry chart with somebody that lines up very nicely. However, they have not learned how to control the Pluto in their chart, and they're very controlling and can be aggressive, okay, or manipulative in a way. And these are like the shadow sides. It's like if somebody hasn't addressed those aspects, no matter how strongly of a connection you feel with them, it's ultimately always about the behavior and what we will that to be, what we do with that energy, okay? This is very, very important. It's like if you don't feel empowered ultimately, if you don't feel empowered in a space, if you don't feel supported in a space, nothing else matters except somebody's behavior ultimately. Like even if there are other supporting things that are like, well, it could be like this, it could be like that. And this also goes back to the whole accepting things how they are. If somebody's behavior is not they are not reflecting a conscious behavior, okay, where they're aware of their actions and their shadow and all of that, and they haven't addressed things, there are going to be things that pop up that are like seemingly out of this person's control. Like even if they want it to be a different way, it's very important to follow your intuition and also check in with how you're feeling, again, regardless of what the synastry says. I feel like I could have said that in a better, clearer way, but that's just how it came out. So it's very much about checking in, okay, and understanding that there are a lot of different aspects that go into it. You can look at synastry, you can look at somebody's behavior, somebody's emotional development, okay, all of that stuff, and how you react with them in that space, and how they're controlling like their chiron, their triggers, like all of that stuff, like how they've healed from certain things or where they haven't healed. And also understanding too, like I think it's really important to be in relationships where we're ready to be supportive of our partners. However, it's a very fine line between us being supportive and also being in a codependent relationship. And it's something for all of us to check in with, okay? Because ultimately, each individual needs to be able to take care of themselves. You can't be relying on other people to take care of you, because you're shirking your responsibility to take care of yourself, okay? And it's not empowering to be in that type of dynamic ultimately, even if it's scary to take responsibility of ourselves. I'm getting off of the soapbox now, friends. I feel like that was such a specific message, okay? This is so funny. I did Cancer's reading and I was getting something about lemons. I'm getting that now too. It's like I'm looking at this card over here and it's like dripping off of the moon. It looks like little lemons coming down from it. I don't know what this is about. Channeling lemons here. I'm seeing us gaining an awareness of something and deciding to go in a direction that feels in alignment with hearing what we're searching for, maybe something we're channeling. We may even be moving in a more spiritual direction as well. I'm hearing something about spiritual enlightenment. I'm getting that this information that we're getting is going to help us with knowing exactly where we want to. I'm hearing where we plan to land. Okay. It's almost like I'm seeing the moon here, like us starting off with the moon. This can be about things that are hidden, subconscious, very much reminiscent of the 12th house. It can represent Pisces. Okay, Pisces is the 12th house naturally. It's almost like we have traveled through the night and now we're moving into a place where we've gained a sense of knowledge or awareness, and I'm seeing us kind of using what we found to help us as far as furthering us with the progress that we're making, okay? And also finding space that we feel safe and calm within, okay? As opposed to something being disruptive, because I'm seeing us like realizing or understanding something, maybe bringing something to light, and then having a clear idea of a direction that we want to go into where we can grow from that space, okay? And like also wanting to, I'm hearing nourish and grow these ideas that we have. See, this is about planting seeds, and it's about the care that we put into planting the seeds that we want to plant, and also being patient with those seeds that we're planting so we can watch them come to fruition. It's like putting the work in and also having the patience to temper that aspect of ourselves, okay? I'm looking at the Lovers here. I'm hearing something about being guarded. There may be a partnership that we're entering, okay? This doesn't have to be romantic, although it very much can be. It's like finding somebody that you feel like is kind of on the same wave as you. I'm getting, this feels kind of fresh to me, something new, maybe something younger, okay? It's just what's coming through. I'm seeing us making sure that we are like defending like what we want in this relationship, is like communicating what feels balanced to us, what feels equal to us, making sure that we're not letting somebody cross our boundaries in a way where we don't feel respected or supportive. This is all about explaining what our boundaries are with a partner so that we don't feel a need to be holding on to resentments, okay, which can very much be damaging to a relationship. It's about being upfront and honest, I'm getting, okay. But I'm seeing this end in you getting this sort of balance that you're looking for, okay, ultimately. And I'm seeing you too, like, very much being comfortable with being like, this is how I feel, this is not what's okay with me, this is okay with me, and, like, opening that up, because, like, Wands as well as Swords can be about communication. Wands can be about, like, passion too, okay? And they can be about friction, but I'm seeing, like, something going both ways as far as the way that we're communicating, and I'm also hearing something about professing. It's like something about the moon now comes to light. I'm looking at Pisces and I'm looking at Gemini here. And I'm seeing us moving away. It's like maybe in the past. I'm seeing us uncovering things about the heart chakra to enable us to heal in that space. Also maybe understanding triggers as well. It's like going into the heart space. I'm getting something about the cavity. It's like poking your head in there and understanding like where the shadows are, and bringing like your little hermit flashlight to where you need to see, what you need to uncover, so you can move into a place where you feel like the heart space is cleared, and be moving, I'm hearing, with pure sentiment, okay? And it's like wanting to plant the seeds from a very pure place, okay? So it's like anything that grows off of those trees is going to be something pure. It's going to be something wholesome. It's going to be something, I'm hearing, heartfelt. I'm looking at the High Priestess with this thing that we're planting. It's like, you know what kind of seeds you want to plant in that garden now, I'm getting. And you know how to express yourself and your heart in the way that it wants to be heard, I'm hearing, okay? I'm looking at Spirit popping out here. And this is like, these two cards are counterparts here. See, I'm hearing the composition of them. Ooh, I'm hearing Disney. I'm hearing an Ariel song. Maybe some of us are fans. That's funny. Of Disney. Not funny, just like cute. Okay. All of us are entitled to be into what we're into, I believe. But yeah, I'm hearing something about like an Ariel song here. This could be like a reference to like mermaids or something. Maybe some of us like mermaids. Maybe someone has like long hair. They like to swim. I'm seeing the Lovers come to fruition here. It's like these seeds that you've planted with the help of the High Priestess and the Hierophant, which is like spirit and also like your guides, your higher knowing, all of that. I'm seeing like you getting help with bringing something together, and I'm seeing the Lovers come to fruition, okay? And I'm seeing us warding off behavior, whether this is from a prospective partner or our own behavior, to jump into things too quickly. I'm seeing us being very grounded in like how we pursue this space in order to find the reciprocity and the equality in this relationship that we want, okay? It's like whenever you feel that like Knight of Wands trying to come out, it's like knowing yourself, bringing light to that space, validating that space, and giving yourself boundaries here, okay? It's like so you don't ruin anything. Because you want to be perceived in a way that you feel good about the light that you bring to that space, okay? The energy, ultimately, that you bring to that space. I'm hearing to that transfer, maybe energy exchange that we have with this person. Somebody that we feel very attracted to, okay? I'm looking at the Emperor popping out here. I'm seeing us feeling very balanced in this dynamic that we have with this person. I'm getting that this is something coming to fruition physically for us. And as I've said before, everything happens on an energetic level first. It's like when you plant those seeds for this thing to come to fruition. I just saw 2223 on the time. When you plant these seeds to come to fruition, and it's like you're hoping, waiting, dreaming on this thing, watering these seeds and these ideas that you have that you want to manifest, doing the groundwork that you need, and also being patient. That's like energetically the process. And then it's like this thing finally comes to fruition, and this is like the seeds being ready to be picked off of the plant. And I'm looking at the Lovers above here, and now I'm seeing that we may be curbing things so we don't like sabotage this thing coming to fruition. And I'm seeing that like as we focus, I'm hearing our behavior and our actions on what we want and bring that into alignment with what we want to see manifest. I'm seeing something manifesting for us, and us being like feeling very good about the position we're in and also what we're attracting in. And I'm seeing physically something coming to fruition for us, Aquarius. I'm looking at Aries, I'm looking at Capricorn, I'm looking at Gemini, I'm looking at Taurus, I'm looking at the Moon, and I'm looking at Pisces. And on the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at you. I'm hearing skipping along, Aquarius, into this new beginning, into this wish fulfillment. Look at this. A new beginning. I just saw 2344. This new beginning that you wished for, that you wanted. I'm looking at the Empress here. After the Emperor popped out, I'm hearing coming to fruition physically for you. This is about things manifesting that can be. About things manifesting physically for you. It can also be about a Capricorn. I'm hearing that you have your eyes set upon, maybe for some of us. It can also be about a sense of imbalance, but I'm not seeing it like that. I'm seeing it like this thing physically coming down for you. Okay? Something that you wish for, something that you hoped for, and it's part of a new beginning that you have. I'm getting a new chapter that we're starting in our physical environment. I'm looking at an offer coming in that's coming to light, okay? And ultimately a decision that's going to need to be made. I'm hearing about what we want to do in this space. I'm looking at Leo energy here. All right. And I'm also looking at Venus, okay? As well as you, Aquarius, always. We are going to end it here, my friends. I would like to thank everybody for joining. I'm getting something here about the moon. Maybe this is a direction subconsciously that we're being led into. Maybe something that we're gaining more awareness of. Okay? But like ultimately the thing is that like this spread right here, it started with the moon, so this is about things that like we want to uncover in the subconscious, and it